Friends, it really isn't difficult to figure out which Old Testament laws we as Christians should be keeping. There were three types of laws in the Old Testament. You had laws related to the Levitical priesthood, animal sacrifices pointing to Christ. Jesus is our high priest now. The priesthood is now the priesthood of Melchizedek. Those laws clearly are no longer in play. The second type of laws were laws for national Israel, the theocracy of national Israel. We're not a theocracy. Laws such as, for example, you had to put a parapet along the top of your roof so people wouldn't fall off. Those laws aren't in play anymore. We're not going to see our neighbor by traveling from rooftop to rooftop. That clearly is not in play anymore. Although the principle is that we should keep our property safe. If you have a gaping hole on your front lawn or sidewalk, you should fix it. The third type of laws were laws, moral principles. Those clearly still are in play. If you use logic, you could figure out on your own which laws apply to the Levitical priesthood, which laws apply to national Israel, the theocracy, and which laws apply to the moral principles that we know we should be keeping. Matthew 5, verse 17, "Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven." With that attitude, he probably won't even be in the kingdom of heaven. "But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven." If you don't think that the Ten Commandments apply today, go down a couple of verses to verse 21. "Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not kill." So clearly Jesus thinks the Ten Commandments still apply. Then he goes to show you shouldn't even hate. We keep the law in the spirit. But keeping the Ten Commandments in the spirit doesn't mean we don't keep them in the letter. You're not keeping the commandments to not kill in the spirit if you're killing someone. Go down to verse 27. "Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not commit adultery." Then he shows we shouldn't even lust. Use logic, it's not hard to figure out, friends. Psalm 119, verse 126. "It is time for you to act, O Lord, for they have regarded your law as void." Peace all. Bye-bye.